Welcome back to another video of English with Collins. In today's video, you're going to copy my accent. Copy my accent. And this is part 2. In today's video, you're not just going to be copying just simple words, but you're going to be copying full articulated sentences. As a warm-up, I've presented 10 different words we're going to be enunciating and articulating properly. Let's take a look at the first 10 words. We have reach. Reach. Reach for it. Can you reach for it? I want you to enunciate it clearly. Reach. 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 Excellent. Ship. 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 A small ship. A small ship. Ship. Matter. 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 You notice how I didn't say matter, right? Remember the American accent, when it comes to the two T sounds, it is flipped into a D sound, a soft D sound. So, matter. 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 Excellent. We have public. 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 Right? The public area. Public. 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 Father. 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 I am with my father. I am with my father. 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 Table. 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 I am sitting on the table. I am sitting at the table. I am sitting at the table. Table. And then we also have moment. 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 Can I have a moment with you? Can I have a moment with you? We have truth. 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 I speak the truth. Truth. You notice how I'm pronouncing the T and the H sound? Truth. Truth. This is the truth. Tell me the truth. Excellent. Then we have heard. Have you heard? Have you heard? Heard. I heard. Heard. Decide. Decide. He decided to join us. He decided to join us. Decide. I'll decide later. I'll decide later. Decide. Decide. What you just did was practicing your vowel pronunciation. And each and every single one of these words, the essential focus of each and every one of these words was the vowel aspect. And I wanted you guys to pronounce and articulate your vowel sounds clearly. And that's what we just did. Because what we're getting ready to do is we're getting ready to read clear sentences. And what I want you to do is repeat right after me. Copy the way I pronounce these sentences. And by doing so, it's going to help you sound more like a native. If you want to learn more, and if you want to master the American mini accent in a short amount of time, I have created a course that teaches you that. The link to the course is down below. But if you also want to join our online community where we have weekly meetings every Saturday, click the link down below as well too. Everything is in there. I can't wait to see you. Let's go ahead and let's focus on clear pronunciation practice. We have the following 1 to 10 sentences that focuses on vowels and ending sounds. Now remember, proper articulation comes with pronouncing each words and pronouncing each ending sound clearly. Remember, it's all about pronouncing the ending sounds clearly. Okay? Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the following sentences. Let's start off with the first 5. He didn't notice the difference at all. 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 Can you deliver the message by Monday? 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 You notice how I'm pronouncing each word and I'm articulating each word clearly? That's the goal. Can you deliver the message by Monday? Number 3, there's a subtle change in the patterns. There's a subtle change in the patterns. You notice how I didn't say there's a subtle change. I say subtle because the B is silent. There's a subtle change in the pattern. There's a subtle change in the pattern. There's a subtle change in the pattern. My decision depends on the timing. 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 Now remember, feel free to pause this video and continue. Awesome. Let's take a look at the following. She always avoids unnecessary conflict. She always avoids unnecessary conflict. She always avoids unnecessary conflict. You notice how I brought in the U in unnecessary. And then on top of that, I also pronounce the words clearly. I don't say conflict. I say conflict. 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 Unnecessary. Avoids. Always. She. That is what you got to do. What you want to do is you want to enunciate these words properly. Enunciate these words clearly. Exactly as it is. Take a moment to reflect before you speak. Take a moment to reflect before you speak. Take a moment to respect. Take a moment to reflect before you speak. Take a moment to reflect before you speak. The quality of the audio was terrible. 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 We completely misunderstood the question. We completely misunderstood the question. We completely misunderstood the question. He exaggerated the results for effect. 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 They prefer to remain neutral in discussions. 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 He exaggerated the results for effect. We completely misunderstood the question. Take a moment to reflect before you speak. I want you to pause. Go through these exactly. Make sure you're repeating and then you play. You repeat and then you play. That way, you can compare your voice with my voice to see if it sounds the same. Now let's go to the next set of sentences. Now the following sentences that we're getting ready to read, we're going to focus a little bit more on clarity and stress. We're going to use pitch, rhythm, and emphasis. This time around, what I want you to do is I want you to exaggerate. Sometimes you need to exaggerate, and sometimes you need to bring out some emotion while you're reading these sentences. By doing this, it's going to help you sound more like a native. Let's take a look at the first one. Everything you need is already available. 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 I'm not entirely sure that's accurate. I'm not entirely sure that's accurate. Sometimes you want to create facial expressions. This helps you to retain what you're saying properly. I'm not entirely sure that's accurate. I'm not entirely sure that's accurate. I'm not entirely sure that's accurate. Please be specific when you explain it. 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 The instructions were unclear and confusing. The instructions were unclear and they were confusing. The instructions were unclear and confusing. The instructions were unclear and confusing. Let's explore the possibilities together. 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 That report needs a complete revision. 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 Each person responded differently to the change. Each person responded differently to the change. Each person responded differently to the change. Eventually, we'll figure out the solution. 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 Consistency is the key to success. Consistency is the key to success. Consistency is the key to success. Could you repeat the last part, please? Could you repeat the last part, please? Could you repeat the last part, please? I'm going to stop it right here for now. To be honest, I am about to start working on a pronunciation course. This course at least will help you master the skill sets when it comes to mastering pronunciation when it comes to English, especially pertaining to English. My goal is to help you develop the best technique, especially when it comes to pronunciation, because pronunciation is a technique and it requires mastering consonant sounds and mastering vowel sounds. Put that together, you master pronunciation. And also making sure you're bringing out the ending words, right? The ending sounds, it's very important. So I want to say thank you so much for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next. Bye-bye.